Uncle G, come on, man, come on. Look, I got some notes here. We're doing it off the cuff. I just, I looked in my Facebook and I got those filtered messages in there. And I got some messages from some people like, hey, Grant Cardone was calling you out on a video on May 10th, live video. Called you stupid. Stupid is as stupid does, as my boy Forrest Gump says. But I know what you meant by stupid. We've all been stupid. I know where you were. I've been following you for six years now. So I know where you were. I know where you're at now. No, I don't know your income. But Uncle G, let's talk. Cousin Ryan wants to talk. So you said you didn't know what it meant when I said I promote reality. And let me tell you something right now. I'm going to tell you what reality is. Okay, CNBC says that amongst the wealthiest 5%, see, I'm not that stupid. I got 5% still think themselves, the wealthiest 5% still think of themselves as middle class rather than wealthy. That's great. That's a flawed mindset in my mind. Because we're always trying to attain more. You know what? I was hanging out in Yellow Springs, Ohio with Dave Chappelle. I'm walking by. He's got this really nice Hayabusa bike. And we're talking and chatting. He's got his little backpack on. And he tells me, and he's a rich American. I would say he's rich. He's amongst that 5%. And one hell of a funny guy. But he said, you know what? You always want more. I said, Dave, you know what? You're right. I can't wait to want more. But you know what? The wealthiest 5% are wanting more and thinking of themselves here, right in the middle class, okay? Now, 49% of those worth $5 million or more define themselves as upper middle class. And 23% define themselves as middle class, and only 11% define themselves as rich or wealthy. I want to tell you from a more common reality that is wealthy. 5 million or more is great income. I consider myself middle class. That's my mentality. I've got to, by the way, don't be a little bitch. I've been promoting you, and I want you to keep this video up because I want you to promote me. Okay, some of the wealthiest people in America consider themselves middle class. You know what? A lot of people, it's a very small percentage of millionaires who want to be out in front of the media. A lot of millionaires don't want you to know how much money that they actually make, and that's fine. You might be amongst one of the millionaires who consider themselves middle class because there's always more room, ain't there, baby? There's always more room. Don't tell me the sky's the limit when there's footprints on the moon. I understand your thinking, but I want you to know that I do promote reality, but I also promote the 10X lifestyle. I promote financial freedom. I believe in God. I believe in all-knowing, all-powerful being that created everything, and I believe that I've got some of that potential inside of me, and I know all of us do, and I'm ready to blow up. So you said that you didn't know what that means when I say I promote reality. The reality is that millionaires are thinking, this is a mindset, that they are in the middle class. No, honey. No, sir. No, you're not. And that's not the new middle class. The middle class is what I'm in. Now, I've got a car. I've got money after my bills. I've got a great family. I got a roof over my head that's nice. I got all the amenities I need, baby, all the technology. And I've got money to spend. I'm about to go catch a nice steak and kale salad across the street here in a moment. So I want you to know, I forgive you, number one, Uncle G, which, by the way, is Uncle Grant, not Uncle God. I see that you were saying that we all have, maybe we're gods ourselves, or that we have that God-given ability in us to be great, and I believe you. And I know that. And I'm part of that. I'm part of that thinking as well. So, no pity, no mercy, none of that. And God would not have money as a problem. I completely agree with you on that. Change is what I promote. And the reality is that the people that need your advice are down here, and they're up here, and they're up here. Everyone needs to live a 10X lifestyle. Everyone needs to grab themselves by the bootstraps. No pity parties, no mercy, no listen to mommy and daddy. Listening to Uncle G is a good thing. But I want you to know, as one of your followers, one of your people that follow you and go with the 10X lifestyle, I'm trying to blow up, baby. I'm trying to make big things happen as well, but I do promote reality, and the reality is that the middle class is not made amongst millionaires. There are millionaires, according to the CNBC statistics, who think that they are part of the middle class, and that is a flawed thinking. And also, they're very pessimistic about their child's future. They're very pessimistic about where their child's wealth and opportunities are going to be. Those lower in wealth are quite optimistic about where their family and children are going to be. We all want a 10x family, don't we? Okay? I placed a nice 10x book inside my kid's crib because he's going to be a 10x baby. And I want to tell you, I'm not a stupid man, and that I'm going to blow up as well because I'm going to use the 10x action. I'm going to use the how to win friends and influence people. I'm going to use the Gary Keller one thing. I'm going to use the Stephen Covey 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I'm going to take from here, take from there, take from Uncle G, and take from everywhere, which I insist that all of you do, because you don't want to just go along one mindset. You don't want to stick with just Grant Cardone and what he promotes, because if you look at Gary Vaynerchuk, he understands, as I do, that if you make $100,000 a year, you're doing great. If you can make $200,000 a year, $300,000 a year, you're doing awesome. You're going to live a great life. There's plenty of opportunity out there for you. Plenty of vacations to be had. You've got food on the table. You got nice clothes to strut down the street in and all that other good stuff. But not everyone's going to be a millionaire. That's the reality. The reality is not everyone's going to be making super paper. That's just the reality that it is. And making $100,000, $200,000 is great. And that's going to be middle class. That's going to afford you opportunities to buy your car, buy your house, make investments, to be able to have nice things and good food and nutritious, and be able to nourish that God-given body that you were given and mind. The mindset is of millionaires that they're in the middle class, but that's not reality. And what I meant by what I said is that I promote reality, being that, yes, you need to 10x your life. Yes, you need to get up and not have a pity party for yourself. And you need to leave the old flawed thinking from mommy and grandma behind, because this is the new day, baby. But Grant, Uncle G, Cousin Ryan's with you. And I want to tell you that I'm part of the middle class. And I'm ready to soar. And I'm going to do that by taking some of your advice along with everyone else. Pablo Picasso said, good artists copy, great artists steal. I'm stealing everything you got. And I'm going to use it in my life, and I'm going to keep promoting you. But I want you to know I appreciate you mentioning my name, because I got a lot of friend requests from that. Because I'm ready to promote. I'm a brand, and I'm going to be building that brand to heights that I have not seen yet. Because I don't promote mediocre, and I don't promote staying where you're at or anything like that. You didn't have any information about the context of my quote, but I wanted to give it to you. I wanted to let you know what I really meant. And that's that millionaires have a mindset that they're in the middle class because they're always trying to reach higher. And that's great. That's really good. I'm middle class, okay? I want to make that very, very clear. But I'm going to reach, hopefully, close to where you're at. But if you're making $100,000, $200,000 a year, pat yourself on the back. You're doing great. And you are part of the middle class. And you're going to be doing just fine. But do you have to stay there? No. And if you want to go to greater heights, get with Grant Cardone. Get with people like him that want to tell you how much action is really needed to really fill you with the truth of what you're going to need to blow up. And that's great. I just want to let you know I got nothing but love for you. And I want to let you know that I hope you're able to somehow make sure this video is seen, because I'm a part of the mortgage business here in Tampa, Florida. I got invited to season 2 of Whatever It Takes, and I can tell you what, I do actual cold calls, baby. I make sales. I make things happen. I'd have been a great addition to your team, but things had to be done here in Tampa. So I want to make sure that you know who I am, and know that I'm not stupid, and know that I do promote the 10X lifestyle, and I do promote Uncle G, as in Grant, not God. And I want to let you know that I appreciate you, and that I promote what you promote. That's financial freedom and being great and taking those God-given abilities and blowing up, baby. And I hope everyone that's watching this is ready to blow up. This is the longest video you're going to see from me this year, but I had to respond to Grant Cardone's May 10th video where he was calling me out about how I say that millionaires are not the new middle class, because that's not the case. That's a flawed mindset. Bottom line, it's been 10 minutes, baby. 10x. All right, don't be a little bitch, and we'll see you at the top.